All right, guys, this is going to be a quick episode because we're planning something really big on this channel that I'm pretty excited about. But I wanted to just give you guys my final thoughts on season 6. We put a lot of work into thinking about it. We've talked about it. I mean, we were really excited about it first, and then we're like, well, actually, it's really grindy. And we've kind of had a lot of different, I feel like it's been kind of a little bit of a roller coaster as we've talked about it. So here's my final thoughts. I'm just going to try to like consolidate everything into my final thoughts. On the season itself, here, I would say it was too much work. The fact that people had to go on, do all of the stuff, which was like an hour and a half, but more importantly, every day. They couldn't miss a day. That was the biggest thing. If they made it to where you could miss, 6 days, then that would make sense, because it'd be like, oh yeah, and you miss the weekends or you miss 2 heavy work days. I understand that by letting people make it up, people can use alts and abuse the system. I hate that y'all do that because I really like being able to make up things. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. I don't know. But anyways, the point is, it just was too much to have to do that every single day. They needed to make the grind less, and for us to finish the season. That being said, I know they want people to spend money, and it did motivate, people to spend money. So, I wanted the occultist. There we go. I got the occultist. But I definitely didn't grind for all this. It was just too much for me to do. The rewards were good. Yes, okay, a lot of people are upset, and I can agree with them that the legendary armor just recoloring previous armor is dumb. I definitely agree with that. I don't like that. That is very unlike Frostborn. Frostborn's never done something like that before. And if they keep doing it, it could be a bad sign. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they'll add some more. I understand why they do it, because a lot of games do that, honestly. A lot of games. World of Warcraft does that. You know what I mean? They're lowering a standard over here. Where are they raising the standard somewhere else? And so far, I don't know if we've seen it. This whole season seemed to be a little more thrown together. Let's see what else. So that's my main thoughts with the season. I still love having a new class. I think if they don't have a new class, they should add one of the old classes. Being able to get a level 3 on one of the old classes. I think there should always be a class in this spot, a level 3 class in that spot. Or if they want to get crazy, I think that maybe they should have like the Berserk, something like that, and make that a level 4 class in this spot. Make it to where people have that chance to grind for maybe not the favorite class, maybe not that exciting of a class, but they can work for it. For those that hate doing Odins over and over and over again to get level 4 class master points and stuff like that. So overall, and then the weapons were kind of lame, but you know what? That's fine. I think if they made it to where it was easier to finish, having a class at the end makes it kind of worth it. And these are all just bonuses. But I don't think they should make things legendary that don't really have the stats of legendary. Just make it purple and we'll still like it. We'll still want to go for it. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the season itself. But I do want to say this. This chick right here is like, that's a win for a lot of you guys. If you guys did not realize, this is 15 minutes of work a day. Now you do have to get on every day, which is what kicked me out of it, and then I gave up. I was like, never mind. But if you can get on every day, it's just 15 minutes and you can get a full chaser set, tons of rune bags, the fire bow. This is a steal for the amount of time that you're spending. The season was a lot of grinding, but these were not a lot of grinding. This was not a lot of, like, if you guys just did these two lines, you got a lot of really good gear and a lot of good resources for 25 to 30 minutes of work, period. Like, that is an amazing deal. I like that. Devs, great job on that. I really think to change it, make it to where, there's no benefit of going over, right? So just make it to where you got like 6 days leeway. Okay, you can skip a couple weekends, or 3 weekends in this case, is what I'm suggesting. But honestly, it was amazing. It was a throw to the free-to-play players. I hope you free-to-play players that can get on every day are thanking the devs, assuming that you did it. And even if you didn't do it, go thank the devs for it, because maybe they'll do it again. This was a really good benefit to free-to-play players. All you had to do is the 15 minutes a day for one of the lines. So those are my thoughts on those three lines. The 2 outer lines were gifts to free-to-play players. Thank you, devs, for looking out for the free-to-play player. The season itself was rough. I mean, yes, the free-to-play player could do it, but logging in every day, never getting on it, was just really, really rough. And then, let's see, what else do we got? We've got, here's another thing I really want to talk about, because I think it was actually pretty amazing. Or, it was okay. It wasn't amazing. But I want the devs to get credit for where credit's due. And that is that they made the zones more lively. I think they could have made them even better. But I've actually found quite a bit of good PvP in these zones, due to the fact that, let's see if we find some here. All right, I'm gonna put a trap here. Put a trap over here. I'm using traps properly. I'm not trying to do the stun trapping. Which, devs, please fix stun trapping. That is a disappointment of this season, just because this season did have a little bit of a balance update feel to it, because you buffed the Ice Mage, which was awesome. But it feels like the Berserk and stun traps. The Berserk should have been buffed, and stun traps should have been nerfed. And not fixing stun traps is gonna make it hard for good PvP. So please fix stun traps. I count that part of the season because it was a balance update season. But I found a lot of PvP. I might not find as much right now because I haven't been playing in the last 7 days. I've just been, doing other... We've been working on a big project for you guys, which I think you're going to like. But I will try to see if I can find some PvP. Okay, but I am going to go up here real quick. Okay, so this right here... this Hell's Trap, I actually think it's amazing. I know some of you guys don't think it's amazing, and I think that's because you don't see, you're just seeing the grind, because there is a lot of grind to it, and I understand that. But the fact that, like, it's in the middle of a zone, PvP zone, and you've got all these things, people can jump in, it made the zones more lively. There's more PvP, there's times you can gank people. It just created a lot of diversity in a zone, and I like that. I thought that was really good. My problem with it is that it wasn't enough of a reward. I think it should have been minimum. I think at minimum they should have made the mobs harder, maybe 4 times harder, and then the rewards 10 times more. Like 400 points. To get one of those orbs. You just make the mobs harder, because what that's gonna do, I mean, the problem is people are gonna, okay, it's hard, and I have empathy for the devs, because it's hard for them to do what they're doing, right? But what I would say is solo zones and team zones need to be different, right? If you're going in a team zone, it needs to have 4 times as many points. So at minimum they should have done that. You go into a team zone and you get 4 orbs. That would have made it, for teams, 1/4 as difficult. And actually, I'm hearing that for solo players that are, have good gear, not the free-to-play players, but the good geared players had no problem getting their points. Again, it was hard to log on every single day and do it, so if they fixed that, then it would be fine for solo players. But for team players, it got really discouraging. Now, they did fix the orbs. They made it to where you could do the Sanctum as a team and everyone could get the points. Next time you need to do that in the beginning, because there was a lot of days missed out. People had already quit the season by the time they changed that. And so that was a big... they needed to fix that, but man, I don't know if I'm going to get anyone. It's a bummer. I don't see any bots, so it could be a real player zone, but I'm not seeing people on either. So this may be a dead zone. Maybe the bots ran away. There's a wolf came at me. Okay. Definitely seems like a dead zone. All right, well, I'm going to go over here to this red zone. And I didn't see any bots, so it may still be a live zone, but no one's there right now, so I'll come back later. See if someone starts trying to do the event. Ooh, the blacksmith pack. I don't know about these things. No, I'm gonna get it. Oh, let's do it. Oh, I don't have enough money? Spent all my money. I spent all my money already. Alright, let's go in and see if we find a real player. I really want to do one. I like to just add some PvP in every... Oh, this one is already active. It's a good sign. Oh no! 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 He stun trapped me! And he's got a thrasher. He's stun trapping. Dang it. Alright, well, here's the thing. I could go back at him, but he's stun trapping. And stun trapping breaks the game. Oh, I hate it. At least for solo play. In team play, you can get around it, right? You got teammates, you can do positioning. I didn't lose anything that good, but man, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Devs, please fix the game like it's a balance update. I'm like somewhat okay with them not fixing it until that happens, and then I'm like, I hate this game. Every time that happens, because I mean, he didn't actually do that much stun trapping at first, but he did get the stun trap on me later on, and the thrasher being able to, you know what, it wasn't that bad. That guy legitimately just caught me off guard. And I'm really curious why the trick didn't work. I should have been able to see him in his bush. Did they fix that? Oh, there he is. Okay, so the trick does work. He's over here. Let's see if he kills me again. He's right. No. That was a mob. The mobs are here. Hello, the king. Let's see if he kills me. He didn't kill me. I wonder what's happening here. Nope, nothing. Didn't leave anything behind. I want to try to fight him, but here's the thing. Thrashers are just so OP because of stun trapping. And even though he didn't technically stun trap me, like even if the devs fix the stun trap, they might not fix the fact that he can just throw up his barrier and hit my duelist ring, but he could stun trap me. If I came in and fought him, one, I'm at a disadvantage because the duelist is not as good at the thrasher in 1v1. But if he actually does use stun trapping, which most people do nowadays, that's the problem with something that's OP, is people start using it because they get killed by it, and they eventually just start using it. So I think he would kill me. I don't want to fight him. If I could guarantee that he wouldn't use a stun trap on me, I just used his trap. If I could guarantee that he wouldn't use a stun trap on me, I would come at and try to fight him again, because I've been really enjoying PvP. But yeah, that's, I guess, one of my complaints about the game is the alchemist tries to use its extra range skill. Doesn't, like, it still has the animation, They haven't fixed that. The druid still has its armor, but I didn't think they needed to nerf the druid, so that's fine. And then what is it? The ice mage was amazing. Great job, devs. You fixed the ice mage. I think the berserk needs something, but really the most important thing right now. Oh, tornado killed the king. Wow. Man, okay, he's a witch doctor, so he's not stun trapping people. It makes me wonder if the king is using stun traps, because if he was actually using stun traps, oh, these are the 4 enemies. If he was actually using stun trapping, he would have probably won. Oh, that guy was an occultist. Never mind. The occultist is OP. And the occultist has the option to go ghost form. And in ghost form, I could go occultist. What am I doing? But I'm not a level 4 occultist. All control effects are removed from him. Okay, yeah. So the occultist does counter the Thrasher, which is better than nothing, right? But I think that they should still nerf stun traps. And then they might need to nerf the cultists, because I don't know. They just need to balance the game. They're gonna, and they said they're balancing the game. You know, I want to give them grace that, you know, what I've told them in the past is little bits at a time. Do a little bit of a balance update, see how it goes. Add another little more balance, see how it goes. And so if that's what they're doing, great. The problem is when I said that, they did one giant balance update, which was amazing. And then it was like, you know, 6 updates went by and no balance changes were ever made. And so hopefully they have changed their mind and they're doing little increments of balance changes. And if they do, then great. It was a great update. I would say the balance of this was great, other than stun traps is kind of the number 1 on the list. Please fix stun traps. But I guess maybe you thought, oh, if we add the occultist, that can counter the stun traps, and then maybe other things can kill the occultist. I could see the logic behind that, but like a ranged unit and you create like a little triangle, but it's still not very balanced to have the Thrasher beat everyone, and then except the occultist, and then the occultist might not be able to beat everyone. It's better than what it was, but it's still not, I think, what you should be shooting for. Some people were complaining about, you know, not having a lot of permanent content. Honestly, I feel like Frostborn adds quite a bit of permanent content in their seasons. So I don't know. I would say they're doing okay, but as long as, like, you know, the next season adds some permanent content. They've been doing it like every few times. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I would say that as a general rule, in the 3 pass, the season itself was too grindy. We can't get on every day. The devs continue to not have it in their heads that a season, at least for gamers, we want to finish it. Part of gaming is to feel that sense of accomplishment. You steal that from us, you steal part of gaming from us. So I can't emphasize enough, not a lot of kills. This is hilarious. Hemp Dog, who I wasn't even talking to, said not a lot of kills. The occultist and the Thrasher's stun lock also has been for 2 days. So basically, the occultists and the Thrashers are the king of the universe right now. You gotta be, it's not even rock, paper, scissors. It's like, though I am curious if like a hunter could take out the occultist pretty well, because you would have that extra movement speed. I don't know. Oh, but then again, ghost form. Man, that ghost form is way too powerful. I don't know. There might be a way to take down the occultists, but it is silly. The occultists and the Thrashers are taking over. So that's it. The 2 side quests, I would say, are awesome. Even if they make it to where you have to log on every day, it's only 15 minutes a day. It won't help me, but it'll help those of you who are just like, oh, man, to get a stun bow, or to get a fire bow and a chaser set, like, I can log on for 15 minutes a day. That helps you guys, and I think that's amazing. I want Kafir to try to help you guys. So that's it. I would say that this season on a JCF rating is a meh. You know, season 4 and season 5 were like 7s. Season 4 because it was so friendly to free-to-play players, and season 5 because of its potential. Even though it could have been so much better, it could have been like a 13, like way blew us out of the water on the scale. It wasn't, but that's okay. It was still really good concept. So season 4 and season 5 were amazing. It's okay that we got a meh, not that great update. I think just to let you guys know what the devs are thinking, they're thinking even if you only got to, let's say, level 30, there's still silver in here, there's a fire axe, there's all these elixirs, it's still good for you. And so stop complaining. You know, I disagree with the devs, but I think that's their mentality. You're still getting extra rewards for playing an already awesome game. I do agree with that line of thinking, but I don't agree. This is not how a season, if you're going to implement a season, do it right. And if we can't finish the season because it's too hard, then I don't think you did it right. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.